Guys, first of all, happy to be your faces. Again, you can spell my name as Darki, and then it's double E. Welcome again to another exciting episode of Gospel Life News. I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you guys do. We love you guys so much. Thank you for three things, which are your time, your energy, and your consistency. It means a lot to us. You guys have shown over and over again that you love us, and it's only apt that we reciprocate that love back to you guys. And how we're going to do it by giving you guys amazing content. Of course, we are here because of you guys, and we hope that we satisfy you guys. In coming days, we are coming through with something big to hit your screen. And if I were you, I will not miss any content for any reason. I want you to miss our content is simple. Just put on your notification button so you'll be the first person to know whenever we make a video or content. The news is out, and if I were you, I would want to stay to the end of the news. Finally, we now know why Joeboy had to archive all his posts at the time, and the reasons might just shock you. You might want to hear what he has done. You can now stream us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please come through. We are waiting for you in these spaces. Let's begin today's news with no other person, not the person, so to say, but then an institution, the Turntable Chart. Talking about the latest top 10 on the next top emerging artist chart in Nigeria. We have in top 10 of these guys who have done well, and they all are emerging new artists on the blog. To lead the block, we have Nasboy leading the pack as number one. We have Dumoni the Jink as number two, re-entry. We have Wizkid. I'm not going to lie, Wizkid is amazing, bro. Okay, he came through Falala, he came through Carry Me. Carry Me is one song that I was vibing to like this morning, and I'm not gonna lie, that guy is good, and I feel it demands like a lot of airtime, and people should pay more attention to this guy because he's set to take us on a very long ride. We have Gapsi as number three, number four. We have Elma as number five. See a new boy in town. That girl, amazing girl. She stole last year, and for this year we are preparing her to have an amazing run for herself for the year 2024. For number six, we have Taves. Number seven, Echo Miles. Number eight, we have Sika RSA. Number nine, we have Tumelo ZA. And number 10, we have Nandi Fasob. Nadi Fabob as number 10. Obviously, we know that we have other amazing guys. Paul Way makes the blog, and other amazing guys who are set to take us on a long ride for this new year. And moving on, we saw Asake perform Lonely at the Top at the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and that song, Lonely at the Top, holds the record as the longest number one song in the official singles chart history in Nigeria, courtesy Asake and Turntable Chart. Asake is one person that, trust me, his movement is just unknown. You cannot predict this guy. This minute, his song is like on number 12, and then the next 10 minutes is on number two, the next 10 minutes is like number one. Like his motion is always like precise, his fans are always streaming, and I can bet you in the next couple of years, this guy would be in a debate of the GOATs. Moving on to the man of the moment, no other person than Asake. We saw Asake today at the Grammy, talking about the Grammy BMC Honors event happening today, and he has been there dressed up in black suit and white shirt, and obviously showing us what his wristwatch look like. And if I were you want to see the price of Ashake's wristwatch, trust me. But then we have news that shows that he already is at the BMC Honors event at the Grammys, and just so you know, he is also a nominee for the Grammy Award this year, happening live on Sunday, February 4th. Moving on, we saw Latin and Shake Music Bust Down. It's now number one song on top 25 Lagos Apple Music charts. And while at the event, we saw at the Grammys event, we saw Shake hanging out with the CEO of Spotify. And I imagine the guy saying, "Bro, thank you for your numbers," because Ashake's number is amazing. I'm not going to lie, and it is deserving of meeting the CEO of Spotify. An amazing one. We saw where they had handshake, hugged themselves, and had conversations in a short while. Like that was not enough. We saw Asake also hanging out with the CEO of Empire's team, talking about Gazi Shami. We saw where Asake also had pictures with him and they discussed. We know they have a mutual relationship, and their union has brought forth obviously profit and of course mutual benefit for afrobeats, for the team, and obviously for Nigeria at large. Moving on, we saw currently Asake has three songs on the Spotify daily Nigerian most played song in the top 10. And we have number one currently with Bust Down. We have number eight with Happiness, and number 10 with Only Me. Only Me. That's one song that I think just the title of the song is getting people's attention because Asake killed it, and the song is really making waves as we speak. And for the daily top artist, Asake leads the pack. For the weekly top artist, Asake leads the pack. And this is for an artist who some person believe the year has not gone smoothly for him. So the question is, if he had an amazing year, what would this chart look like at the time? Still on Asake, we saw Bust Down as we speak is currently number 2 on Apple Music in Nigeria, and not just in Nigeria, but then it's charting in about 7 different countries of the world. We have Bust Down number 2 in Nigeria, we have number 3 in Benin Republic, we have number 112 in Liberia, number 122 in Cameroon, and number 160 in Sierra Leone. Liberia, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, all of these places is charting in them as a new entry. And moving on, we saw Asake has spent 3 consecutive weeks at number 1 on Nigeria's Spotify weekly artist chart, and that is the longest so far this year. Now, earlier the year, we saw where there was a back and forth with Burna Boy and Asake. So Burna Boy occupies this week, Asake comes back next week. Burna Boy comes back this week, Asake comes back next week. But for the past 3 weeks, Asake has shown that, bro, you're older, you're my senior bros, but I want to occupy this chart for like the longest of time. So he has done it for 3 weeks straight, and that is the longest for the new year 2024. We saw Asake actually flaunting out the Richard Mille wristwatch at the Grammys event stylishly. And I think that's the thing that record label now do, talking about YBNL and the Mavens team. Even with DMW, their artists are very reserved. You will not see them flaunting their properties online, unlike the OGs, the Davido, the Wizkid, the Burna Boy. If they get a car, it's just within them. They get a wristwatch, it's just within them. No flaunting online. Stylishly, Asake had to just show you the beats where it was having his pictures, and then people saw it and kind of, whoa, that is a Richard Mille, and the price is worth about 322,500 US dollars. If you do the math, that's about 462 million 221,190 naira. With the current exchange rate, Asake is a billionaire, trust me. Moving on, we have Rema as the next guy on the news. We saw Rema record in the month of January, total stream of about 137 million stream on Spotify, and it became the second most streamed Nigerian artist in the month, averaging 4 million daily streams in Nigeria. Trust me, this guy is massive, and we have to say congrats to him for that one. We saw Casey speaking with Adesope, where he actually spilled out a whole lot. First and foremost, he mentioned that he loved Rema so much. He said Rema is so intentional, and that Rema is also very respectful, and no wonder he loves him. And he also give Rema his mutual respect as possible, because Rema is very no fake, no fungazi. This is as sincere as possible. He said when he was with Rema, he felt it that this guy is sincere, and he is very, very respectful. Casey also went on to spill the fact that, also talking to OGs in the game, he said they should stop oppressing younger artists with their wealth and their properties. And then he gave an instance saying, imagine a young Guinness come to meet an OG, and then the first thing the OG is saying is, I have an house in Banana Island, I have a Rolls Royce, all of that. He felt like that is discouraging, as it will make the younger ones go meet their peers, because it would intimidate them from the OG. At the same time, he also speak about how humble he is. Talking about Casey, he said he's so humble. He explains that whenever he needs something from a young artist or something, he goes to meet them. If he has to beg, he will beg for it. Whatever he has to do to get their favor, he's always doing it. He also came out to say he want to thank Rema, because he spoke to the team and told them, I want to be on Rema's stage on the store in Canada. And they were like, yo, it's fine. And then he said if he was going to wait for Rema to call him, he might never get that kind of privilege. But then Rema called him on stage. I mean, he told the team, and then he was on stage. And after he left the stage, he said his numbers went up rapidly. Some of Rema fans got back to him, followed him on Instagram, and his numbers increased like crazy. And I was like, all of that was because he was humble, and then we understand that this is his time. I mean, that was his time, and now it is the youngest time. And then if you want to work with them, you have to understand that you have to either respect them or plead so that you can get them to work with you on the song. This is not time for boasting or pride. It has to be mutual relationship, coming from Casey to the OG, and obviously appreciating Rema on this one. Moving on, we have Wizkid, the next guy on the news. We saw LES, his Lax, coming out to give kudos to Wizkid, and the way he said, when he had the song at the time with Wizkid, we said Wizkid would never allow him to spend his money, basically. And then we all know LAX is one person his father is so rich, he has money and all of that. But then he said Wizkid was one person who would not let him spend his money. He mentioned that he had the song with Olamide, and the moment Wizkid had the song, Wizkid was like, yo, Unlimited will be the best for this video. And instantly Wizkid called Unlimited, and they had the video cost 5 million, and then he said Wizkid paid it as at that time instantly. Wizkid was like, no, keep your money and all of that. And he said Wizkid is one person that will not allow you spend your money on the projects. He also went on to say, to explain how it was to record the song with Wizkid. He said when he went there, Wizkid already recorded the verse on Caro already, and then so when he got to the apartment, Wizkid was like, "Yo, let's go and flirt, let's go and spend money." And it was like he knew what he wanted to. He told the team, like, "No, I don't want to go. I want to stay here and work." And then he said it was with the producer. He worked on his own verse. He made it work. And when Wizkid came back, Wizkid played it to Wizkid. And Wizkid was like, "Wow, this is amazing. Let's plan for the video shoot the next day." So he said apparently they had the products, they had the song production today. The next day they shot the video, and then he said the question that became, how would they approach Wizkid to ask him, saying, when would you release the single? Say he left it, and one of those days was sleeping, and his friend came and said, "Bro, you trending. Wizkid actually released the single." So basically, he explained that it's really nice working with Machala, the big Wiz. Moving on, we saw I missed the back and forth of Wizkid mom, Ricardo Banks, one time Wizkid friends, one time Wizkid him and Wizkid fell out after during the NSAS protest where they had a song. He released the song. Wizkid came at him, insulted him, and FC really bashed at Ricardo Banks at the time, and which made the relationship go sour. But then Ricardo has studied wise to also show support to Wizkid over his mom. In his words, Ricardo said, "I feel my bro Wiz. I have been there since September 2022 when I lost my mom. Many don't understand the struggle, but soldier man got keep showing up like nothing happened. We move with Wizkid's favorite emoji, the bird, and love sign. Basically, this is the kind of love we preach in the Afrobeat space." Moving on, we have Joeboy as the next guy on the news. Sometime last week, we saw a concerning post that states that Joeboy had archived or deleted almost all his, not almost, but everything on his page, and that concerns were up everywhere. What could be the problem? Is he okay? Is he fine? Is he mentally good? You know, a lot of talks about that, and people asking, saying, please check on Joeboy. But apparently, all is well with Joeboy at the time. Apparently, we saw a report today that says Joeboy exits the Empower Africa team, and then he has set up his own new record label as part of the dual deal with Warner Music. Now, whatever happened that made him leave this team, we're not sure of details, but we know that he had exited the Mr. Eazi team called the Empower Music. We saw after years, okay, so basically this is a note from a music expert where he came out to say, after years of career hits, Afrobeat superstar Joeboy is exiting Mr. Eazi owns Empower and seeking to step up by signing a dual deal with global music giants Warner Music, home to superstars like Ed Sheeran, Cardi B, Burna Boy, and CK, etc. The new deal seals Joeboy launched its self-owned entertainment company called Young Legend, as well as being Warner Music latest flagship artist out of Africa. Joeboy exited Empower after 5 successful years, which he released 2 EPs, Love and Light and Body and Soul and Spirit, 2 albums, somewhere between Beauty and Magic, and Body and Soul, and obviously hit singles and features. At his exit, he has amassed over 2 billion streams across DSPs. This is a success for Joeboy. And I would say, under the new Young Legend label, Joeboy will act as the CEO, while Deola Jaisimi will serve as the head of label with the task of churning out the next set of Afrobeat superstars on a global stage. So basically, it is goodbye with Joeboy and Mr. Eazi at the time. Moving on, we saw just announced his new project and what he's working on. We saw where he had a video shoot, which is the only project on his Instagram page at the time, and an amazing one that really portrays that he is set for something new, and then we can't wait to see what Joeboy is set to do in the next couple of days, months and years from now. My name is Daki. For now, the news has come to an end, but we wish Joeboy all the best in his career, and then we hope that this will not turn sour at the end of the day. My name is Daki, like I said. We'll catch you guys on the very next one.